Hi, I'm Mark. This is my March review for Libra Sun sign and Libra rising. We start the month with a couple of aspects from Mercury. The first on the 1st to the Black Moon Lilith, and she's in your 8th house of shared resources. So you just need to be a bit mindful of what you say when you're discussing resources, and you just need to get rid of any negative thinking that's in your mind. Then on the 2nd, there's a much better aspect because Mercury makes a positive aspect to the Moon's node. Now the node in your 9th house at the moment means that there's an opportunity to learn, and things you learn can stand you in good stead, so look for a message about what you should be learning. Then on the 3rd, Venus makes an aspect to Uranus, so this is a bit more of an exciting day. It's when you'll be stimulated and you ought to try something new. On the 4th, Mars moves into your 9th house and Gemini, and this will give you a boost because the Mars energy will be in a positive aspect with your Sun during the next 6 weeks. Then on the same day, the Sun makes an aspect to the Black Moon. The Sun is in your 6th house at the moment, so that makes it very workmanlike. It wants to get on and do things and sort things out. And when it shines a light on the Black Moon, you'll be able to see exactly where things need sorting. Maybe time to start having a clear out. Maybe you'll be able to see there's holes in certain parts of your life that need filling, or you may see where there's an opportunity to get rid of things and throw out useless items, but you'll certainly be able to see a lot clearer. And also with the other aspect on the 4th, Mercury conjuncting Jupiter, that will help you see the bigger picture. That will help you see things in a better context so that you can make these changes. This is a creative aspect, and also in your fellow air sign of Aquarius, so there's a lot of good positive energy going on now. So use it creatively and start to get things done. On the 5th, the Sun makes a square aspect to the Moon's nodes, and it forms what we call a T-square. Now a T-square can be very challenging, but it can also give you a lot of growth, so we can expect some growth here if you handle this, channel this right. So what does it mean? Well, the nodes are in your 3rd and 9th house, and this is all about learning and using what you know, putting it to good use to advance yourself. Now the North Node in 9th house means higher learning will get you where you want to be. The South Node in your 3rd house means you need to use the knowledge you've already gained from this life or past lives to help you go forward in the future. It's all about getting the balance, because being a Libra, and you know what it's like, you need to get balance. Well, the nodes have to be balanced, and with the Sun being in the middle of the two, it's a great opportunity to balance those nodes. On the 9th, Venus does the same, so you'll have another chance to help balance these nodes. And with Venus, it'll be more to do with relationships, so you can use the knowledge you've gained through relationships to improve and better your relationships in the future. The 9th house is about growth, it's about expansion. This is the way we want to go. Also on the 9th, Venus makes an aspect to the Black Moon Lilith. This is a positive aspect, Venus in the 6th house, so this could bring new people, new opportunities into your everyday life. We also have the Sun in the 6th house, so there's a strong emphasis on your 6th house and on Pisces this month. The Sun makes a conjunction with Neptune, and this will heighten your imagination and your creative artistic side. So that'll be good, you can bring that into your daily routines and work. The other thing it will do is it will encourage you to do something on a spiritual level. Maybe you start a new routine, doing some meditation or some yoga, or a new diet which is much healthier for you. The only downside to this aspect is that it could make you go into daydreaming mode and want to escape things, but it's certainly not a good day for having too much alcohol or taking drugs, because it can be detrimental to you. On the 13th, we have a new moon in Pisces, and again it's in your 6th house, so there's a very strong emphasis at the moment on Pisces in the 6th house. And with the new moon there in the 6th house, it's about analysing, it's about looking at your daily life, looking where you can make improvements. And with it in Pisces, you can be very accepting of yourself. You can accept your failures or your weaknesses, and then build on them. This is a great time to analyse and reorganise, to initiate new ways of being, so you could introduce new habits, get rid of the old habits that are no good for you, and bring new, better, healthier habits in. This is a good time to reorganise your diet and your exercise and the way you work, your daily working routines, and to make things better and to improve them. Also on the same day we have Venus conjunct Neptune, so to bring an artistic feel to things as well, so you can be creative and make your surroundings and your life more beautiful, more pleasant. It's also good for experiencing a more spiritual kind of worldly love. On the 16th we have two more positive aspects. The first one is between the Sun and Pluto. Now the Sun's still in your 6th house, so it's a good time to start the spring cleaning. You've already initiated some new plans, but now it's time to have a proper spring clean. Clear things out, make room for new, have a tidy up at work. Do things that you have been probably putting off, and make sure that everything's working well. This is creative change because you've got Pluto in the house of creativity, so bring creative change into your daily life. Also on that day we have an aspect between Mars and Chiron. Now Chiron's in the 7th house. This is a time when you can look at relationships and see where the boundaries are set and whether your boundaries are good or not so good and need to be improved. See how you assert yourself within relationships. Are you too assertive sometimes? Are you too bossy? Or are you shy and not assertive enough? These are things you need to look at, and if there's any wounds surrounding these issues, then Chiron can help heal them, and you can build yourself up and level yourself so that you're more evenly balanced rather than one or the other, because sometimes you could be too assertive and then sometimes too easygoing and giving in to people. Librans need balance, so try and achieve that. On the 18th, Venus makes the same sextile aspect to Pluto that the Sun made, and here we will have a heightened intensity of feeling. Pluto's in that creative area. It's also the 5th house of love, so this is very good for relationships and bringing out the best in people. Then on the 20th, Mars makes a positive aspect to Saturn. Now these two work well together in positive aspect, but very badly together when they're in a negative aspect. So this is a good one to work with. Now you'll be able to do very creative, detailed work. So this is very good if you've got a project that requires that at this time. It's also good for organising your creativity in a way that you can get the best out of it. So that some creative people don't have any structure or organisation in their work, but with this aspect you can bring that in and focus the energy. It's a good time to put your all into something and reap the reward for it. On the 21st, there's an aspect between Mercury and Uranus, and you'll be able to have a look at old problems in your daily life and routines with new eyes, and maybe be able to fix them. It's also a good day to try new things, try out new ideas, because this is a day when ideas will come through. Then on the 20th, we'll have the Sun and Venus together in your 7th house. They've moved into Aries now and in your 7th house. So this is a good time to make contact, make friends, make new acquaintances, and these people will be able to benefit you because Venus has that attractant power. This aspect lasts for 8 days, so you've got time to work with this and bring in new contacts, new people into your life that will benefit you greatly. It's also good for your personal relationship as well, and the attracting power of Venus can heighten the sensitivity within relationships. On the 23rd, it can be one of those accident-prone days, so just be careful when you're driving and watch out for sharp or hot objects. Then on the 25th, Mars makes a fantastic aspect with the Moon's North Node. This will help to align you with the North Node. The energy will be able to carry you forward. Now, the North Node in your 9th house means that the way forward is through learning and discovering new things and using those things to your benefit. And now's a good time to put these new things into practice. The path ahead will start to open up, and the things you've learned in the past will now stand you in good stead, and you'll be able to use those to push forward. Maybe things you've forgotten that you knew will start to come into being, and this will drive you forward. On the 25th, the same time as that Mars is making this aspect to the North Node, Mercury plugs in and squares the nodes. This is what the Sun did earlier on in the month. Now this will give you a chance to balance again, but this time it'll be the mind you can balance, your intellect. It's the logical mind with the intuitive, the conscious and the unconscious. Try and get these two in balance. This will help you with the transition of the nodes. Then on the 27th, Mercury makes another aspect, this time to the Black Moon Lilith. Now that we know that the Black Moon Lilith in your 8th house is a good time to discuss shared resources and within relationships. And it's also a good time to get rid of any negative thinking again. We've had this aspect a couple of times, so it's another chance to work on this with Mercury. On the 28th, there's a full moon in your sign, Libra. And those of you with a rising sign between 3 and 13, or your birthday between the 26th of September and the 6th of October, will feel this more acutely. Now, the full moon in Libra is about achieving balance. It's about getting harmony in your life. So what do? We need to weigh up the situation with other people. It's our needs versus other people's needs. We need to get those in balance. Don't be too demanding, try and be helpful towards others. And there will be someone around this full moon, a friend or relative, who will need some help and assistance. The other thing about this full moon is that the moon is opposite the Sun, but the Sun is conjunct Venus and Chiron. Chiron is the healing planet, so this brings a healing quality to this moon. So now you can look at past wounds within relationships. You can open your heart to love and see what's inside. Good, bad or ugly, whatever's in there will come up and show up. This is now a chance to heal that wound. One way to heal it is to face it and break it. You can turn a wound into a gift with the alchemy powers of Chiron. On the 30th, there's the third conjunction to Neptune this month. This time it's Mercury, so now it's time to bring a little bit of spirituality into your everyday life, because this comes in the 6th house. Maybe you could do a little bit of charity work or help other people. Maybe a few random acts of kindness, something just to bring more spirituality into your daily life. Then on the 31st, last day of the month, the Sun and Venus make a positive aspect to Saturn. Saturn's in your 5th house, creativity, so this is an aspect from the 7th house. This is a good time to work with other people, especially on anything artistic or creative. And it's good to be organised now and help other people to be organised. It's good for working with your partner or in business with a business partner or other people. It's a good time to engage with other people and collaborate to get work done. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave me a comment, I'll be glad to hear from you.